Why me? My memory is like a large vase that has been dropped from a window. All the pieces are there, some large, some small, and some smashed to dust. As I try to put the pieces back together, joining one memory to another, parts of the story become clear and lucid, but lots of blanks and lost time remain. My first day at school? Gone. Family holidays? Nothing. My favourite book? When I first learned to ride a bike, all impossible to find among the long dark shadows that stretched through my childhood. This is what I do recall. Bruises. You're useless. You're scum. You're useless. You're scum. I'd forgotten what happiness was. And he suddenly seemed like a giant, with big arms and a big dark face, looming over me, an expression I remembered from long ago. Monster. 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 Victim. Monster. Victim. Monster. Victim. Monster. I felt small, an expression I remembered from long ago. Nobody likes you. Nobody wants you. Why me? How could he do this? I could feel his presence. My mind was so confused, and I couldn't cope. An expression I remembered from long ago. Raw. Monster. Bruises. Victim. Victim. Raw. If my memories were real, then I had been violated incestuously to a state of insanity by my own father. Not once, not twice, but hundreds of times. Not some strange obscene memory. It was me, the girl who heard voices and the girl who had a monster's hand combing her hair. How could he do this? I knew Mum knew what was happening. I could tell by the look on her face. Why didn't she stop it? If she knew, why didn't she stop it? Bruises. The bruises were my final proof. Monster. Cut your arms, cut your throat. You're nothing. You're useless. You're scum. Nobody likes you. Nobody wants you. He brought so much darkness into my life, so much pain. I was always told by my mum, you treat others how you wish to be treated. And if you act like an adult, you get treated like one. I was being treated like one, but certainly didn't want to be one. How could one human my inner demons began to take over my mind and actions. They control your mind. My personality was developing out of control. I've been through some very my emotions were never stable. Victim. And the abuse I would receive on a regular basis would lurk underneath the surface of everything I also soon realised that her rule about treating others how you wish to be treated clearly didn't apply to myself. Why me? He was so desperate. He had power.
The man who abuses a child and gets away with it will grow obsessed with this sense of power and will often come to the disturbing belief that he is above the laws and norms of society.
This attitude will damage his victim, but also robs them of their freedom.
Victim. Monster. Victim. Monster. Victim. Monster. Victim. Monster. I felt small, an expression I remembered from long ago. Been violated incestuously to a state of insanity by my own Why didn't father. She stop it? Not once. He brought so much darkness into my life, but hundreds of times. My mind was so confused, wake up, and I couldn't cope. I couldn't cope anymore. The girl in the mirror. I'd hear the door go, the stench of whiskey and old cigars he smoked, entering my bedroom. How could he do this? He tore away my childhood, scarred my mind, and any part of innocence that I had left, scarred my mind and my memory. I'd forgotten what happiness was. I'd forgotten what happiness was. I knew it was all downhill from now. I knew it was all downhill from now. He brought so much darkness into my life, so much pain, and so sore. My personality was developing out of control. Victim. How could he do this? I knew it was all downhill. My inner demons began to take over my mind and actions. My personality was developing out of control. My emotions were never stable, and the abuse I would receive on a regular basis would lurk underneath the surface of everything that I did. He was so desperate. He had power. Monster, victim, raw. Victim, monster, raw. Monster, bruises, victim. I knew it was all downhill from now. How could I control it? He is so controlling. Victim, monster, monster. How could he do this? Why me? I'd forgotten what happiness was. How? Why me? Irrational thoughts. How could he do this? Why me? Irrational thoughts. He tore away my childhood. I'd forgotten what happiness was. Tore away my childhood. He tore. Why me? I felt small. 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 Looming over me, and he suddenly seemed like a giant. I felt small. Victim. It was me. Me. You read about the girls who get abused by their fathers in newspapers all the time. And the girl that was my reality. Combing her hair. I was that girl. Bruises. I haven't really known much different. Nobody likes you. Nobody wants you. Nobody wants you. How could he do this? I could feel his presence wherever I was. Why me?